Hey YouTube friends, my name is Wendy,
Patricia,
Annalie, and we're the Dead Talkers, and we're here today to talk about episode 4, titled Here's Not Here. But before we get into all that, if you might notice, this video is a little bit late. Normally it would have gone up yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yes.
However, one of my fellow girls here was not present because she was somewhere special. So Patricia, do you want to tell our viewers about it?
Yes, I was at the Walker Stalker Con, Atlanta. Yay!
And Annalie and I were super jealous.
Well, I mean, considering I can understand that.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've talked about the fact that I do cosplay. I do Walking Dead cosplay. I cosplay, of course, Michonne. And I had the wonderful opportunity to attend the Walker Stalker Con Atlanta, and it was amazing. And as I was saying, I had the opportunity to meet so many wonderful, fantastic cosplayers and meet some of the cast. It was wonderful. It was one of the best experiences that I will definitely cherish and remember. And I have something that I got from the Woodbury store because I also visited Sanoa, where the show is filmed, yes. And I got my cat.
It's so cute.
It is so cute. It was at the Woodbury store, and they have a lot of Walking Dead memorabilia. So if you ever get the opportunity to go to Sanoa, make sure you go by the Woodbury store. And also, I had the opportunity. I thought you were going to, but I had the opportunity to see the wall. I saw Alexandria on the top of the houses, and I saw where the scene where Michonne, Heath, and what is his name? Michonne, Heath, and Scott were coming up on that where it looked like they had bomb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the burn.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They had. I saw that. It was just so neat
So it
to
was
be
still.
that close.
Was it still like that?
Yeah.
Did it still look like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it had
That's cool.
The trucks up against the wall and everything. It was really neat. Definitely, as a Walking Dead fan, you need to first of all go to a Walker Stalker Con, and you also need to go to Sanoa just to get a feel and see where where they make the show and
where the magic happens.
Yes, I was gonna say.
I see a field trip in our future.
Yeah.
Field trip. So she also has many great other stories.
Oh, yes,
so if you guys want to see a separate video on that, just comment below and let us know, and we'll do kind of a whole video just on her Walker Stalker experience and some of the stories with the cast.
Well, yeah, I did get to see some of the cast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it was a lot of cosplayers. It was wonderful.
That's awesome.
Yes. Okay.
So anyways, back to what we do. Talking about a recap on episode 4, like I mentioned, titled Here's Not Here. If you have not seen the episode, please stop the video because there will be spoilers and such throughout this video. So don't forget to subscribe so that you can join us later when you've been all caught up and stuff. So anyways, what did you guys think about this week's episode?
I loved it, but first I just want to tell everyone excuse my dog. He's barking and he won't stop, but hopefully he'll stop. He just wants to, come out, but he
Just
can't.
wants to be fed.
Yeah.
And attention, because he's probably feeling some type of way because she left him all weekend.
Well, whatever. But anyway, yes, the show, I loved it. I'm glad we got to find out about Morgan and how his transformation.
Yeah, because we were wondering because he went from being so messed up to this Zen type person that no longer wants to kill anybody.
How did that
happen? That doesn't just happen naturally.
Yeah. So I really liked Eastman. I liked his character, and I kind of liked hearing his story. And I did get teary. Yes. I'm the sensitive. I'm the sensitive one. And I got teary when he was talking about what happened to his wife and to his children. And because he was a forensic psychologist, and so he would psychiatrist, and he would interview
the criminals
and stuff. And so he was talking about this one in particular, and who ended up coming to his home and killing his family.
And that was his whole reason for breaking out, was just to kill his
Yeah.
family and make his life miserable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he was going to turn himself in, but that's when he said that he noticed that the world had ended.
Right.
Yeah.
There was no.
Yeah.
And he must have survived some pretty crazy stuff
Yeah.
going into the city to turn himself in, and he was talking about walking through
Right. 30
the
miles.
city
yeah.
and going to the house just to get that picture that his daughter had
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drawn.
drawn.
Yeah.
Yes, on the wall.
Yeah.
'cause
Right,
it
He had
was-
to cut it out of the
Yeah.
drywall.
Yeah, I mean, the number of zombies he had to, get through to get there, I thought, here's a guy he can kick butt.
Yeah, he can take care of himself.
And that really triggered him, that one scene where him and Morgan were scuffling
Mhm.
right after Morgan came out of the jail cell,
Mhm.
right? And they were fighting,
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah,
the
yeah.
picture knocked out. Ooh.
Ooh,
I was
he
like,
almost lost it there for a minute.
He had to bring it back.
Yeah, he had to remember
Yeah.
his, okay,
He had to bring it
did
back.
his mantra.
his piece.
Yes.
But I like the fact that they, and like in the beginning, because we suspected that he didn't kill the one wolf. I mean, we suspected that. And how he was telling him the story of how he transitioned and in hopes that it would then, fall to the wolf. We don't know his name. It would affect him the same way it affected Morgan. And I like the way they used the then and now also.
Yeah.
I like that too.
And that's been a common theme this season,
Mhm.
right?
Because they've been doing a lot of
Yeah,
flashbacks
yeah.
and present day stuff.
I like the way Eastman looks too. Like his character, he doesn't look like this super macho, fighter guy. He
Yeah.
looks like a normal person, could be anybody.
Yeah.
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 But he was pretty.
Right. And he
Yeah,
doesn't
he
look
could
like
take
super
off.
in shape or anything like that. No, I mean,
No, he didn't. But he could take care of himself.
yes.
And I love the fact that he was a forensic psychiatrist, because Morgan was so far gone. He had a
Yes.
psychotic break, and he was
Yeah.
stuck in it. And I can't see realistically anyone else bringing him out of that
Then,
other than a professional, a mental health professional.
and
So
he
I'm glad that
educated
they
him
right.
on what he was experiencing.
So so I'm glad that they did, have him be a mental health professional, which is, I guess the highest forensic psychiatrist. So that kind of, I thought, okay, I can believe this.
Yeah.
Because and also, I didn't realize how far gone Morgan was. I knew that he was out of his mind, because we know from the episode Clear that he was, killing walkers and hearing things and having delusions and all of that. But I didn't realize he was killing people. Now I know he
Indiscriminately.
yes,
too.
just
Yeah.
killing,
He was just
killing people. And the way he said, he's clearing humans or walkers so that they don't get him, and that's why he's still here. Which I think kind of goes back to the fact that he couldn't kill his wife. And he couldn't save his son. So, that's why they're not here, because he didn't clear. So, I like the way, he looked at that. And that was, I guess that was how. And I like the way he used, what was that book, The Art of...
the art of peace.
The Art of Peace. Oh, and what about, because we were talking about when he asked him what was his name. Remember?
Oh yes, kill me.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
he
a
said-
stupid name, right?
And that's dangerous. You need to change it, 'cause that's dangerous.
Change that.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they added some humor.
Yeah, and I like that he was funny in like
Yeah.
kind of this dry kind of way.
Yeah.
That's
It was-
like my
even
favorite
when he
kind.
was making the cheese and he was trying out
Yeah.
the cheese that he
Yeah.
had made, he's like,
It
oh,
was
that's
gross.
terrible.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
And I really was sad for the goat. I loved
Yes.
that goat.
Tabitha. Oh, and the famous line. What did he say? Stand away from the goat, or what did he say?
Step away from the
yeah,
goat.
step away from the goat.
Yes.
That was when I first met Morgan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, well,
And he was very stealth during that interaction. Eastman.
oh yeah,
Yes.
because you never saw
Yeah,
him.
he was,
You
like-
never saw him.
But you could hear him. Like,
Yes. He said, "Okay, now I
just,
told
put it down. I
you."
get,
You
I'm
know.
warning you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
bow staff. But
I think
yeah.
I'd be pretty good at that.
Okay. But anyway.
You watch.
Oh,
I'm gonna be doing and making cheese.
okay, mac and cheese. But but anywho, and And what about Morgan being in the cage and not realizing that the door was open, and he's wiggling away
he's
trying to get out?
the
Yeah.
window, and
Yeah.
and then Eastman's like,
You know, the door's open.
Yeah.
And then and he gave him the two. You got two choices.
Mhm.
You can leave or you can stay on the
stay.
couch, and that is it. And he said, "You can't. I won't allow you to kill me."
Mhm.
And that's one of the things that Morgan said to the wolves when he encountered them. I won't allow you to take me.
Mhm.
But I mean, you know, like you were saying, they were fighting and all of that
So,
went down.
so Morgan is now doing or trying to do the same spiel with the wolf that tried to kill him now on 2 occasions, right? What do you guys think about that?
It's ridiculous.
Is that
The wolf
ever going to be
said,
successful?
no, the wolf said, okay, well, that's a good story.
Yeah.
Sounds fine and everything. I like it. Don't get me wrong. That's a good story. But I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill their children. I'm going to kill everybody. I'm just going to kill them.
Because he was telling
I'm
the
just
wolf
gonna kill
Eastman's
him.
story, essentially, and he was
They're
like,
like, yeah, that's great, but I'm killing y'all. I'm still killing y'all.
just like that
Y'all
guy
gonna be
did to
dead.
his family, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And
I'm
what
killing.
about his dental hygiene?
Oh, that was awful.
Oh.
That was
What's that
disgusting.
about?
Well,
You
clearly
just-
there is
did
no
you
dental.
stop, taking care of that before the apocalypse, or
I would assume.
I think because they went, they're savage. You know, they're savages.
they're just like,
They're like, you know, yeah.
But wouldn't
they're-
that take years and years? I mean,
No, for your teeth to get that bad,
Get your
it wouldn't
dental
take because you're not you're not
like
you're
how
not
long?
brushing.
Any dentist out there? Like, how long would it take
yes,
to get like
to
that?
get there.
But if you're not brushing at all, you're not brushing your teeth.
What about the other? Because most of the characters in the show really have pretty good dental hygiene.
Maybe he did drugs prior to the
Never
apocalypse.
know.
Could be.
But I mean, they're savages. I don't think they bathe or do anything. There's nasty, dirty, grungy savages. They just kill. But let's see. The Art of Peace, Morgan. Oh, and then he introduced Morgan to Aikido.
Yes.
Aikido.
Yes.
And that's where we realize and understand where Morgan got
His skill.
and his view or philosophy of do not kill, that life, all life is
Is
precious.
valuable.
Yeah. And what about Eastman explaining about the man that killed his family and saying that his plan was to, I guess, kidnap him and put him in a
let him
cage
starve.
and let him starve. And then Morgan says, well, did you do it? And then he kind of, well, all life is precious. And then Morgan says, well, you're good at redirecting. And then it later comes out that, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
do
he
that.
did. But it didn't give him any peace, so he had to look for
Right.
something else to
He
bring him
still
back.
felt bad.
Yeah.
Even after doing
Yeah,
that.
it didn't do anything for him. So, and that was kind of how he regained his sanity or his mental wellness, I guess, or was to do the Aikido and do the Boa. I forget, I don't know if he even said what the movements were, what the movements were, but it seemed as though he used that as like a coping, because whenever Morgan would start remembering and
Yeah,
start
he would
being-
call him to
okay, let's do the
like
whatever.
to attention. Let's
Do this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I like the way he used that. And it made me understand Morgan, even though of course everybody knows that I was out through with
Yes,
Morgan. I even
you
put
was.
Gabriel over him.
Yep.
But I still don't agree with it in this world, in this realm, but I understand that he's battling keeping the crazy down, you know. And if that's the only way he can keep the crazy down, then that's what he has to do. So I completely get it. It's not going to work for everyone else, but he's doing what he needs to do for himself. So it should keep, because I'd rather have Morgan, you know, the peaceful life is, all life is precious, Daryl, Morgan, over the psychotic, crazy, got to clear Morgan.
Yeah.
So
So
if I
going to
guess
put
if
them
you
at
look at
even more risk.
Yeah, because he's killing
So-
them too.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess when you look at it that way, I still don't believe that in that world. And it was good for Eastman to practice that every day because he wasn't in the world. He was secluded by himself with
Yep.
Tabitha. He did a couple of walkers every now and again.
Yeah. Which
But-
he was making a grave.
Oh yeah, he
site
was burying them, which
Yeah.
is respect.
and
You know, showing
putting-
respect
and
for
putting their
them.
names.
Yeah, showing respect for them,
Yeah.
which is, you know, right in line with the, you know, all life is precious.
And we don't know exactly how long it took, but it took a while for Eastman to get through to Morgan and to get him
Oh yeah.
rehabilitated,
Yeah. Or
if you will.
to just heal him, you know, because he was mental. He had a mental break,
Mm-hmm.
and he had to get him back to where he was, which makes me question. You know, Morgan is trying to, I guess, rehabilitate the wolves, but I see a person who was at a normal place coming back. But if you were never at a normal, if you were nut bag crazy all along, what are you coming? There's no way to reach you.
Which, like, I have the feeling
That they
these
were,
wolves
yeah.
that way even
I think
prior.
they broke. They come out of institutions or something,
Yeah.
or criminally
Yeah.
insane people, and they all just found each other, and they were never in a place of peace ever. So there's no way you can talk that down.
And like you said, it works for Eastman because he gets somebody every
Every so
what,
often.
every so
Yeah.
often, and it takes this long. In this other community, you got people everywhere. Well, encountering the wolves,
Right.
they're coming at you. You can't take
Which is
each
kind
one
of
of
like
those.
a gang.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
is. It
To
is.
take each one of those and rehabilitate them, that
There's no
doesn't
way.
seem feasible.
There's not enough cages. But and also he was, what was I going to say? And I wonder if Eastman, let's say the wolves found his little sanctuary or, and they, like maybe 5 or 6 of them came after him. Now that all life is precious, including your own life. So you can defend your life as long as you don't kill anyone. But in that scenario, there's no way for you to win in that
Yeah.
unless you do kill
Kill or be
someone.
killed.
Yes. So I wonder if
What
he was
would
faced
happen?
with that, like what would he have done?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What do you guys think about the whole incident with Eastman
goodbye.
when he got bit?
Yeah, I thought that was. I was like, oh my gosh, he got robbed.
That
Yeah.
seemed
Because that was, and
ridiculous.
I'm like, Morgan, look at you. What? Look at you.
But also it seemed ridiculous because here's a guy that's been defending against.
Yes, walkers
For a
knows
long, long
how to-
time.
and good with the bow staff. And then he's
How do
bit
you
in the
go down
back.
like that?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
bit in the back.
Like
yeah.
No.
He just got bit.
Yeah. And I was really liking his character, so I was a little disappointed.
Well, see,
that,
I know he was gonna be dead because his only purpose was to get Morgan
I
where
know,
he is.
but
I didn't think he was gonna be bitten. I thought maybe he had some kind of disease and he was gonna later disclose to Morgan that I've got this disease, I'm gonna die, whatever. I don't know.
he's gonna die.
But he got bit.
Yeah.
He up and got bit.
Yeah. So I know that just kind of reading other people's comments and stuff regarding this episode, a lot of people were kind of angry that Glenn's death was not addressed. And I'm kind of like, I'm not really surprised. I feel like it's
Yeah, I know. We
I
knew
feel
it was
like
gonna
it's
be about Morgan.
TWD way
To do
not
that.
to do that.
Yeah.
To, like
Yeah.
it won't be addressed until much later.
Yeah.
I
But it
feel
makes
like.
me think even more that
That he's
he's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, somehow that reinforces that he is alive.
And somebody even said that I think like his name wasn't in the credits, like in the beginning.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Right. I didn't notice either. I'll have to go
I
back and
didn't
check.
know.
And how does that work? Because in each show, there are some characters that aren't there,
Yeah.
and maybe they're just not in the credits. During
Oh, because
those
they're not in that
episodes.
episode,
Right.
maybe.
So
Right.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I would have to check. But yeah, some people were upset about that. But I'm like, that's TWD fashion. Like
But
I don't
I
think
was
they would
okay
have
with
addressed
knowing
it.
about Morgan.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to know about Morgan since
Yeah.
we saw him
Yeah.
with the wolves, or even when we saw him even prior to that in season 5 when he was following them.
Yeah.
I'm like, where have you been and what have you been doing?
I enjoyed this episode. I just feel like it's
Yeah.
another layer, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
each episode's another layer, and
Yeah.
I really enjoy it, and it kind of keeps you hooked and really kind of developing a relationship with these characters. You know,
But But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm glad we got to know Morgan's. What did you think
Journey.
about the scene where Morgan was about to go back into his psychotic state, and then he saw, was it a woman and a man, or 2 or 3 people, and
oh, it was the woman, the man, and then she put down
the can
a
of
can of peaches or something,
yeah,
something
some
like
kind
that,
of vegetable,
and something
a bullet.
else.
And a
Oh,
bullet.
and a bullet.
yeah, to
Yeah.
give him, just that
Yeah.
don't hurt us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he didn't.
Yeah,
you
he-
know.
And they were bad off anyways.
Yeah,
Here's
they were
a
dirty.
guy that can't walk except
Yeah.
with a stilt and a lady.
Yeah,
Mm.
And then she said thank you.
because he
Right.
didn't
Yeah, and-
hurt them,
Mm-hmm.
and he would have
Yeah.
hurt them
Oh,
had he
yeah.
not, you know, been
Mhm.
thinking about.
Do you
what
guys
he
think
needed to do.
the two people that he did, kill, that were human or not zombie?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think those guys were? I mean, he killed them before asking any questions
Yeah, he just-
or even looking at them too good. He just went ahead and killed
went
them.
ahead.
Were they good? Were they bad? Would they have done something? Was it a good thing that he killed those guys?
I don't.
I didn't take that they were
I didn't take
even.
them as threat.
Yeah, and especially the one, he was saying, I'm sorry. I mean, and I don't think he was saying he was sorry because they did something wrong. He was saying, I'm sorry, whatever I did,
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
don't
Like,
kill
just
me.
don't kill me.
Yeah, whatever I did, I'm sorry if I
Mhm.
walked in your
Yes.
way or looked at you
Yeah.
wrong.
Stepped on
You
your
know,
leaf.
Please just don't kill me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think that they were coming after him or it didn't look like it. They were
Oh.
just making their way.
And how about, when Eastman gets bit, it's the one that he killed, the second
Oh
guy
yeah,
that
the boy,
he killed.
the young
yeah.
And he
guy.
recognized it, that
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
one of the guys that he killed for no apparent reason whatsoever. Is that what makes him completely freeze and
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
freak out
Yeah.
and
And I think he was
Yeah.
wanting him to kill the zombie to kill him, and he was.
Mhm.
That's why he was so mad at
Yeah. At
Eastman because he's like, why didn't you let
Mhm.
let it happen? Yeah,
Mhm.
because he wanted to die. Yeah.
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 Well, I thought it was a good episode.
Oh yeah,
I
it
look
was very
forward-
good. I very much enjoyed
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I look forward to next week and see
Yeah.
kind of what else they decide to give us. Right?
Yeah. Oh, and just the part after he when we were back in present day and Morgan was talking to the wolf. And he was like, okay, this is good.
Mhm.
I'm gonna kill you anyway. Kill you.
Mm-hmm.
And then Morgan keeps him tied up,
Yes.
and he
Oh,
locks the
yeah.
door.
Yeah.
Kind
Kind of like what Eastman
Yeah.
did, right?
Yeah.
With Crichton, or was that what? Is that
No,
what
I don't
you're
know that he
referring
was
to?
starving him, but
Well,
I'm
he
just
would
saying.
eventually starve, don't
I
you think?
or is
But I
it
don't think
one
he
of
was
his
gonna-
or is it an attempt to come back again?
I'll come back to you later.
Yeah.
But I just took it as that he wasn't completely sold that this man was rehabilitatable. Is that a word? Because he locked the door. He didn't trust him and he kept him tied
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay,
Is there a way for him
This
to
is something-
escape? Like, it just makes me nervous.
well, he locked the door and he could have him tied. I know he could probably eat through it with his
Oh.
jagged teeth. His jagged
That one
teeth, he could
guy,
probably eat through it.
remember with Tyrese and
Oh yeah, he got to lose and he's gonna break.
yeah. So
Kill
I
Jake.
mean, I don't put it past any of them.
But what about open the door or open the gate? Didn't we hear that at the end? Wasn't that Rick saying open the gate?
Oh yes,
Yes.
yes.
So we do know
And
that
it's-
Rick
yeah.
at least made it through.
He
We don't
made
know
it.
how he made it
Yeah.
through. But yeah, Rick
Yeah.
said open the gate, and that's when Morgan looked, and
Yeah.
then it ended.
Oh,
Yeah.
I must have missed
Well, it's not like Rick's voice, right?
Yeah. No, it was Rick's
Yes.
voice.
He said open the gate.
Because I'm just like waiting for more, and then
So we know that.
Were there,
Rick-
did anybody see any of the
Previews?
what's to come?
Yes, and I saw a scene where Michonne was telling Maggie about about Glenn not being with them and what happened, and she was trying to console her and say, he said if he made it out or was okay, he would show us the sign, and she was. I forget everything that Maggie was saying, but it was to the effect that she was going to go and find him.
Yeah.
And I think there was a scene where she was getting things together and somebody was trying to talk her out of going. Yeah, so I guess Maggie's going to try to go and find him.
Well, I'm excited
Yeah.
to see what happens.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you guys let us know what you thought about this week's episode. Comment below. what were your favorite parts? Anything you didn't like? Anything that just really surprised you?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you want. We like talking with you guys, so comment below. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, and so you can keep watching us on a weekly basis, right?
Subscribe.
And subscribe, and let us know if you want Patricia here to do a video on the Walker Stalker Convention and her experience and all the fun things that she got to do. Because she does have some good stories, specifically with Merle.
Well, or Michael Rucker.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna post a pic of my Michonne cosplay in this video.
Yes.
If
And we're trying to convince her for her to bring Michonne here.
Well,
with us.
if they will bring Andrea and Rosita, I will bring Michonne. So there we go. Boom.
We'll see. We'll see. Because I haven't even committed
Well, I
to
I'll bring Michonne.
Rosita.
If I see
Or
Rosita,
Andrea, because she just makes bad decisions all the way till she dies.
Okay.
Well,
So we'll see.
actually, in the beginning of
yeah,
the
she's
series,
okay.
she was
Yeah,
all right, but
yeah.
then she kind of
Yeah.
went
Well,
loose.
whomever. So,
Anywho.
yeah.
Anyway, so let us know what you want to see down below. Subscribe, thumbs up our video, and we will see you guys next week, okay? Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.